Hey guys, it's Drew here and I'm here to make a video today about my plans for my Celtic study next year. So alongside Someone's Princess 88, which is Christine, my good new friend, we're going to be reading and I'm going to be providing a book group, study group, and read along for, oh god, sorry for the light guys. I'm just going to change this around a bit. It's going to have to see the back of my room. Providing a book group and study group for the book Celtic Myth and Magic, Harnessing the Power of the Gods and Goddesses. So how this came about was basically that I had made a plan to go into the city before Christmas because I really wanted a book that would kind of focus on the year and a day. But I'm not really following the Wiccan tradition, and there seem to be a lot of Wiccan books, and I may check them out later. And I've never really done very well with day-to-day kind of study. Like, I'm too much of an eclectic person. I just like to just do my own thing. And so I picked up this book thinking that yes, this would be a meaty book to go through for the whole year, and I've already started to sort of flick through it and plan it and all that sort of stuff for the book group. And yes, it's going to take me a whole year to even get through the first 12 chapters. So on top of university and on top of other books that I'm studying and other areas of interest that I'm studying, and my main priority was to really focus on devoting my learning, my studying, my knowledge and my spiritual practice to the Celtic pantheon. So that is the plan, and I really wanted to sort of just do it by myself. But then my plan was to do it by myself. And then when Christine picked up the book, we kind of talked about doing a group in person in Melbourne, just the two of us, and sort of talking about our experience with the book. And then I took it one step further, and I was guided towards creating a group, or my idea is to create a group and a community that can read this book and work through it together. I do have following my own path and following my own schedule. I am going to be blogging and documenting and discussing and really just offering you guys some really fantastic things to use while you read this book. So some of my ideas are sort of reflection journal questions, some exercises, some art exercises, some Celtic prompts, some deck sort of Celtic inspired deck challenges, all that kind of stuff to integrate with the text in the book and images. And I really want to make this an immersive experience for myself to begin with, and then I really want to share that experience with the rest of you. So primarily I'll be going into the study for myself first and foremost, and then I'll be extending that by sharing my experiences and my tools and anything else that I can share with you guys, links, references, ideas, like I said, journaling prompts, tarot prompts, and they'll be posted on my blog, Authentic Angel Bliss. So I'm going to put this down for a second. So you guys can certainly join along with me. I really would love for a lot of people to join along with me. I think this book has the potential to be really fantastic for people who are new to the pantheon, but also people who haven't really delved much into it, but they already have sort of started to think about delving into the Celtic pantheon, because from what I've sort of read through, it's very intensive. But it's also not going to be the only reference book that I use for the rest of the year. So I really wanted to just really share that with you guys, because I would love for more people to do it. And I think that this book could be something that you can really start anywhere. The way I'm doing it is structuring it at one chapter a month with weekly breakdowns for me, but I'm also showing those weekly breakdowns and plans for people who would like to follow along with my own study guide or study plan. But like I said, with everything else, it's going to be interconnected, and you could pretty much start now if you have the book, or you could start if you when you buy the book or borrow the book. I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to make sure that there is sort of information for people who are both studying along with me and studying by themselves. So it's like I said, it's multi-dimensional, I guess, multifaceted. My brain's going. So everybody can use it. But I didn't want to sort of put it out there to too many people, but even if you aren't using the book or studying along with me, you can still follow my journey And a lot of the things I'll be doing will be relevant to the Celtic pantheon in general, or Celtic study in general, or just something related to Celtic energy. So you can be sort of following along with my blog posts and discussions, and I think you'll get a lot out of it even if you aren't reading this book, because that is my aim, to sort of provide myself with some avenues that aren't just inside a book, but that can sort of expand and grow and really further my own creative enjoyments and creative endeavors, and really spark something in with me with my spiritual practice and creative practice as a writer, as a creative art journaler, as a poet. I really want to integrate that book into those areas of my life and not just sort of make it a study. And that's why I wanted to sort of make it a book group, because for the people who don't want to study really, or study alongside me, or really get into the study, but you want to read it and do it your own way, you can do it too. So a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. All links will be below. I have done 3 posts. I have done a sort of overall introduction to what I'm doing and what my plans are for the year with this Celtic challenge, Celtic study. And then I have done the introduction, which is the introduction, like the introduction chapter, I guess you can say. And I've already done a post, that post that has questions that you can ask, like reflective questions, and some exercises to try out to kind of get you into the mood and get you immersed in that introduction. And then I have already uploaded the first week's sub chapters, because there is a main chapter, so every month will be a main chapter. Like for example, this month is, oh my gosh, I just had it written down. It's about Celtic traditions and setting the scenes. And so, but for every chapter it has sub chapters as well inside that, so that's what I'll be breaking down for my own personal studying plan, and something that I've offered you guys too if you want to follow along, to make it a little bit easier for people who can't always read the big chapter in one sitting. I've broken it down into 4 weeks and segments for each week, so you can sort of read it at a more slower pace, I guess. Not even slower, just incrementally, because like I said, I'm going to be doing university and other things as well, so I wanted to really be realistic about my study goals. And because it's starting on the 1st of January, which is Friday here in Australia, I'm guessing it's Friday everywhere, but I will be doing my readings on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. And then I'll be doing my plannings on Thursdays, just my personal plannings. And then on and also on Thursdays you will get the weekly breakdown of what I'll be reading or what I'll be working on my blog. And then on Mondays on my blog, you'll get the reflection questions and the exercises blog, which relates to the week. And then at the end of the month I'll have a discussion video on YouTube, and also a discussion video, discussion post on my blog. So there's a lot going on, and I hope that you guys can understand that. I'll probably go through it a little bit more detail if you do need me to go through it, but like I said, the introduction, the plans and the first week's post are already posted up on my blog, which I'll share below, as I will share my co-host's Addie as well. So again, I say so a lot. What I wanted to share with you guys is, so I have created my binder. Not the prettiest binder because I did it in black and white, but I really wanted to just set something up to start the new year with. And then basically for me, so far from what I think I want to plan it out as, I've got a tab for every month except October, November and December, because those ones in the book are more path working and they're very brief chapters, so I don't really want to have a tab for every one of them, but all the rest are pretty extensive chapters. And for every chapter I'm going to put a calendar just for my own personal notes and whatnot. And then at the end of the chapter I have a Cornell note print off, because that's how I sort of structure my studying and how I want to structure my studying at uni, so this is kind of a practice for me. but this will be for the overall chapter, and it will also help me to write my posts as well. So it's kind of got key facts, details, and summary. So I really want to learn how to summarize what I've learned, anything that's really, really important, and any key points that I want to make a note of, like questions and whatnot, for my blog posts or discussion videos. So it's just going to really help me out with that. So I'm a bit organized. I like to be organized. And then alongside that, my beautiful partner, lovely man, helped me purchase a planner. He helped me purchase 2 planners actually, but this one is more one that I can't really change at the end of the year, whereas the other one is more of a Philo Faxi type one, which I can take things out. But that's what it looks like here. It's kind of plushy. And so what I've done, being the sort of OCD organized person that I am, I spent probably a couple of hours writing down everything. Everything from what chapters I'm reading that week. I made headers for planning, so that's Thursday. So Thursdays, obviously, I plan and I will post up what chapters are coming this week. These are just for the blog posts that I did. And then on Mondays, I have reflection questions posted today, and exercises. So I've basically done that for the whole year. I've also made note of when I want to film my discussion videos, and there will also be I think I start in February. Yeah, February will be challenge videos here, so I'll be doing different challenges and exercises as well once a month, to kind of bring it into the YouTube community as well and share those with you guys, because like I said, alongside this book itself, I'm using the book just as a tool, and I really want to share my journey through this whole experience, not just with the book but in general. So I really want to incorporate a lot of stuff in that. So that is my planner for that. And then with the Celtic tarot challenges, I'm not quite sure exactly what they're going to be like, but or tarot prompts, but I do know that I'm going to be making spreads as well. So I'd like to at least make one spread each month of the year, at least one spread that relates with those chapters that I can use myself and that you guys can use as well, because I think it'd be really fun. And I thought I'd show you a couple of the Celtic inspired decks that I have. If you guys get really annoyed by me saying Celtic, I really, like, some people say Celtic and some people say Celtic, but I call it Celtic. That's okay. So I have a couple of inspired decks that I really want to start using as well, and developing my connection with them, because I really feel like these are the ones that I do actually really have a strong connection with, and I think it's because I do have that, I have it in my blood. I have it in my blood, so I want to use those. And I have another one coming in the mail, which is a Tower of the She, which is also, I believe, kind of a Celtic inspired, pagan inspired deck. So the decks I'll be using this year being 2016, are the Druid Craft, which I finished trimming down to my satisfaction the other day. And I think I'm going to request or put on my wish list that I get the Wild Unknown? No, the Wildwood Tarot. The one that looks like this. I can never remember its name, but I have it on my wish list. So that's one of the decks I'm going to use. Actually, probably a prominent deck, because every time I touch it, I just want to use it all day. And then I've got in here for the time being, my Wizard's Tarot, which is more pagan themed. I probably can't really tell it's pagan themed, but so I'm going to use that. And this deck alone is one of my study decks for this year, because I really wanted to choose a couple of decks that I'm really going to study with, study the decks itself and study with. So this is definitely one of those prominent ones. I have a couple of Oracle decks, which is the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle decks, which I really want to get back into using again. I have the Camelot Oracle, which, oh, I love this Oracle. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, the pictures, I love Will Worthington's art. It just does things for me. And then lastly, sorry, it's really hot here. It's like 36 degrees in Melbourne. And then the Chrysalis Tarot, which for me is very much a otherworldly mythological, but for me it really has very strong Celtic themes, so I love this deck. Oh, I actually bought this for my mum for Christmas, and I helped Christine purchase her deck too, so Chrysalis deck love all around. Yeah, so I'm gonna put those up there. So that is my plan for that study, and like I said, you know, it is a study of myth and magic in the form of this book, with this book, but it is so much more than that. And I just want to make this video for people who would like to follow along with me, like follow my process, follow my journey, and even do it themselves, read it themselves, or for people who are looking into the Celtic Pantheon and who kind of want a bit of a support, because I would love to just, you know, be able to support you guys and be a help through my own personal videos. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Links below, and blessed be.